Hello Casio fans from all over the world. You might remember that I have released a video in regards to the top 5 Casio watches from the Edifice series that I personally like. So one of them, I have bought it. I have it here and we're gonna see it unboxed. Stay tuned. This would be the box. It was bought from Irissimo. I do not need my special tool because this one has this mechanism so that you can easily open it. Let's see if we can manage that easy. It's so difficult. Paper, other papers, and this is my first Edifice watch that I am buying. It is somehow similar, the packaging is somehow similar to the package from the MTP series, but with the premium ones, or yeah, it's just my feeling now. We're gonna take this off and we have this box. It is a carton box. On the bottom we have the model number, and yes, it is the EFR-575L. The L comes from the leather strap, as I did not like the metal band, as I have found it very cheap. Let's easily open the box, throw it away, and on a small pillow we have the watch here. On the bottom we have the warranty, and this might be the another warranty papers and the Casio user guide. This we are not interested in, throw it away. And this is the watch on this small bluish pillow. I'm not sure, I cannot sleep on it. And here it is. We have the tag here again, EFR-575, and the model number, the module number 5344, and this is with the leather strap. I have chosen this white panda dial with the brown strap. The internet pictures has convinced me to take this, and I do not regret it. Also, the blue version, I have tested it, but the blue version only comes with a metal band, and I have a Festina which is blue and still a chronograph for sure, but this one I find it more appealing, more attractive. I hope my camera manages to show you the exact colors. They are not quite different as from the reality. So this brown leather, I would have preferred it more reddish. Yeah, because on the internet pictures it was somehow like that. The watch is great. Also on the hand it feels very good. It feels, I like it. I like very much the color. We shall see further on the features of the watch. So this would be the case of the watch. Now in regards to the dimensions, we have a width of 14 millimeters and the height it is 13 millimeters. It might be a little thick, but it is not that much. The lug to lug I do not remember, but I will leave it on the screen. As for the case, it is a stainless steel case, and the glass it is just mineral glass, so it is not sapphire, which the price was slightly lower than the other Edifice watches from this automotive series. But since I like very much the Panda display, I have quit these features, so this high quality of the watch compared to the other ones for sure, but compared to the MTP series it feels very qualitative. Also the glass has a little magnifier effect, because as I am watching now you can see that it is slightly changes the visualization of the dial, so this might be a magnifier. As for the display itself, it is not white, it is somehow yellowish. The hands are even more so white, that is going towards yellow or tan would be the better adjective for this, so it is a tan color for the display. The markers are embossed, so they have a little thickness, and on the interior bezel the minutes are written on top of each marker. The second hand arrow it is orange, so like a carrot, and also the small hands from the small displays. Right display it is showing us the hours, so I would say that it is in regards AM and PM information. Left display it is showing us the minutes that we are in if we start the chronograph for sure, and the bottom display it is showing the seconds, but we shall see further on when I will present a little the module. These two pushers are related to the chronograph features, and the middle it is the crown and has engraved the Edifice logo on it. So in total I like very much this watch. I like very much the color combination. Some YouTubers or some of the people that have bought this watch claim the Edifice logo it is too high compared to the rest of the display, so it is somehow uneven, but at the moment I do not consider that the Edifice logo it is too tall, so I would consider it like well balanced, but it is just my opinion. I did not said anything about the lume of the hands. Let's see how it looks. This is the lume. Pretty good I would say, and also the markers from each minute are very flashy, so you cannot miss the time for sure. Darker conditions it is difficult. For the back case, so the back case it is closed by pressing in with force. We have the Edifice logo engraved on it, and also the water resistance, which is 10 bar. We have also the number and the module number, and it is having a Japan movement and stainless steel back case, and also cased in China. As for this strap, some of the persons that buys this watch would prefer the metal band one, but I find it very dodgy, and it's not just my opinion, it is a well spread opinion. And also this is the reason why I have chosen the leather strap. It has these perforations here. Yeah, it is somehow like it will not let you sweat, but it is just for the design, and it has also the white or tan wire. If we switch to the back side of the strap, we have a genuine leather written on the longer strap, and on the shorter one we have the Edifice logo on it. As for the clasp, it looks very robust, and it goes well with the balance of the design with the case. On the exterior side we do not have anything engraved, but on the bottom side we have stainless steel and China written. And now let's find together how this module works. So we have the crown. I'm sure that if we pull it one time, we get the chance to select the date or to set up the date. If we tighten it towards 12 o'clock, and if we do it towards 6 o'clock, nothing happens. If we pull it 2 times, we enter into the time setup, and now it is 15 past 10. I can tell you that the hands are very precise, so it has a precise movement without any play. It is very fixed, so it's 15 past 10. This pusher starts the countdown timer or the stopwatch. As we can see, the small hand from the bottom display that is moving. I will just press it again, and now it is stopped. And with the bottom pusher, so the one from 4 o'clock, it will reset it to 0. Interesting how the hands is moving, pretty cool, I would say. The carrot hands, I will stop it, and goes back again. As the hand from the bottom of the small display moves after 1 minute, I'm sure that this hand, the bigger one from the left side, will move as well. I will now put the watch on my wrist and place the Edifice on my wrist. Well, to be honest, I would have thought that the quality of this leather strap would feel much, let's say, comfier, but it is somehow hard. On the hand, the watch feels good. I do not find it that big. It might be that on the camera would look big, but I do not find it that big. I have a small wrist, so I do not like that much smaller watches. So 40 millimeters would be the highest diameter that I prefer for a wrist watch. 37-38 would be the smallest, but it is just my preference, so I do not judge anyone for choosing different.
As mentioned in previous, the glass has a magnifying effect, which is good while reading the time from a steep angle. What I do not like is that you need to concentrate while reading the time. Why is that? Because the display might be a little too crowded, and the colors which are not in contrast does not ease the visibility. Adding a sunshine on the display, and there you go, you can't read the time, you cannot read it at all. There is another reason for reading the time with difficulty. Take a look at the hands. The opposite side of the hands is too long, and in some occasions you would think that it's indicating 55 minutes instead of 25. Or you would consider the opposite side of the minutes hand as the hour hand, and the hour hand as the minutes hand, and there we go, complete wrong time reading. The shiny markers are not helping in time reading as well. As a conclusion, if you want to know what's the time, you would need to pay a lot of attention. In regards to the small displays, they are okay from the design point of view. They are well placed. It gives balance to the overall design of the dial. The small right display is showing us the AM or PM. This is good, but the left display is also difficult to be read. It is overlapping by the hands most of the time. For the small second display, I cannot complain anything, unless you need to track the time at 6:30. So, a big thumbs up for the design of the dial, and a bigger thumb down for the readability. As for the strap, for the moment I have worn the watch for a full week, with removal during showers and sleep, and I can say that it feels a little rigid while placing it on the hand. Otherwise, I cannot complain anything. I just hope that in time it will not worn fast. I like the Edifice logo on the back of it. What do you think? It is only I that I am confronting with this lack of visibility? Please let me know your feedback in the comment section.
I have been wearing for a couple of days this watch 2 or 3 days, not that much. I am thinking to leave it as a daily runner. I might change it for sure for other occasions. Definitely the watch, I love it very much. I love the panda dial, I love the bracelet, the strap. It is a good watch. So it is a qualitative watch compared to the MTP models and with the classic collections from Casio, but it's still a Casio, and yes, we love it, and the price is good. Thank you for staying with me, and see you next week.